Fedor Steer, um ator que tem personagens muito interessantes no cinema. Vamos ver o que ele tem a nos dizer. Olá, pessoal do YouTube, como vai vocês? Hoje estou aqui com Fedor Steer. Thank you, Fedor, for accepting the interview. And Fedor, before we talk about your most recent project, you are being a part of production across very different genres, from horror to comedy. Uh, what do you enjoy most about having the opportunity to explore such a wide of range of roles throughout your career?
Well, and I like to say I hope it's like this for every job. It is a job. I would like to do things that keep me amused. It makes it fun, to do different things. I don't want to be always being doing the same thing over and over every day. And it's like any job. Some variety makes it fun, makes it more interesting. So if somebody comes along and says, "Hey, do you want to do this?" Why would I say no to doing something new?
Yeah, and the Haunting of Hill House has become one of Netflix's most acclaimed horror series. What was it like being a part of production that is still considered a benchmark for the genres today?
Oh, yeah, that was an amazing experience. That was really my first truly huge production, and it was quite an experience. And I feel very fortunate that I was able to join that. It was overwhelming. No, overwhelming is not quite the right word. It was awe-inspiring to show up on this giant set with all these very capable, very creative, very smart people, and to be there experiencing the whole process of making a movie. Mike Flanagan, the director, is incredible. He's so well organized. He knows exactly what he's doing, and that set a benchmark for me for all of productions that have come afterwards. Everything's compared to Mike Flanagan in terms of how smoothly everything runs, how organized it is, how clear it is in his mind, so that we know what we're doing next.
And what was it like to working with him, with Mike Flanagan? It's what did you learn from that experience?
Well, but the thing with Mike is that he is such a hardworking guy. He works, and if he's not there on set with you, directing, actually telling you where to go, what to say, whatever, he's in the back in a tent, editing the video, writing. He doesn't stop, and to see that in action is pretty awe-inspiring. I mean, that is a lot of dedication, and he really is a genius. The I don't know if you haven't seen Haunting of Hill House. I highly recommend it because it's a masterpiece of literature. Really, I talk to my people who read books, and I say, well, if you love books and intricate books, you will love this show. Even if you don't like horror, you will love Haunting of Hill House because it's like a novel with interwoven storylines and plots. It is a work of literature. It really is. And that's all Mike Flanagan. And really is incredible to see what he was able to do.
And after psychological horror, you joined in a haunted mansion. You experienced by one Disney iconic attractions. What
Yeah.
was it like working on a film that you blends comedy, adventure, and supernatural elements?
Well, yeah, that was a Haunted Mansion was very different. And unfortunately, a lot of what we did on set didn't make the film because the film was long. They had to cut. And what we did, I understand, it wasn't really part of the story. But I worked with two other guys, Terrence Rosemore and Mike Benitez, and the three of us were the hitchhiking ghosts. And we worked so well together. I consider them my friends and my brothers now to this day. We had such an energy, such synergy. We worked so well together. We understood what each one was about to say and how we said it, and we responded. And the director gave us a lot of freedom to experiment and try different things. So it was a completely different experience where we were able to say whatever came to our mind and respond to that. And I really wish a lot of that had come to the film, and so much want to do that again, especially if I could do it with those guys. Uh, the freedom to explore and have fun with the role, it was something that I hadn't had a chance to experience yet, and I really want to do it some more.
Yeah, and now you're on a part of Scary Movie 6. It's a franchise that has been loved to many comedy fans and Brazilian fans. It's huge here.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was your reaction when you found out that you've been joining this new chapter?
Well, I watched Scary Movie myself years and years ago, and to find out I'm going to be a part of that, I was like, wow, I'm so excited. I was so excited to be there and to meet Anna Faris and Marlon Wayans and all these other guys. Um, that's really a truly mind-blowing experience to be able to say I was there. I got to see that and be a part of it. Yeah, yeah, it's I think awestruck again is a really good word for it.
And your scene is very funny. The children want to scare about your character.
Yeah, so after I got into costume, I got to meet the children before we filmed. You know, somebody went in and said, "Okay, we're going to bring in the scary guy. Remember, he's just a nice guy. Don't worry about it. He's not really a scary guy." So I came in, took all their hands, and spent some time with them, just chatting, getting to know their names, to make sure that they weren't scared. They were good. They're professional actors. They were great, and there was actually a whole bunch of stuff that we filmed that didn't make the movie either. If you've seen the original Terrifier 3,
Hmm.
um, the real Santa Claus, the mall Santa Claus, comes out right
Uh,
before Art the Clown blows the place up. In Scary Movie, the same guy, his name's Cliff, the same Santa comes out and says, "What are you doing here?" And I look at him and I pull out the chainsaw and I cut his arms off and I cut his head off. And that didn't make it into the movie.
that's
That was, yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And that was a lot more bloody. There was like blood flying everywhere. It was a fountains of blood. And but the
Yes.
children weren't there. The children weren't there anymore. They were finished for the day. They left, and we filmed all that afterwards. But that also didn't make it to the movie. Again, I was told that the original cut of Scary Movie 6 was 3 hours long.
Oh,
3 hours. And that's a
wow.
long, long movie for a comedy. So they had to just cut. And I mean, the director didn't want to do it, but they had to get it down to about 90 minutes for a comedy. And yeah, so that was unfortunately, one of the things that got cut.
And it's more difficult to do comedy or horror, in your opinion.
Comedy is trickier. So with horror, with the monsters that I've done, it's very much it's just like just be creepy and stuff, and that's not hard. Physically, it can be really hard because I'm wearing these large costumes and they're heavy and they're tight and they can be painful and stuff like that. But in terms of acting, a comedy is trickier because you have to think fast with comedy. If you're responding to other people, if they say something, to come up with something funny and respond instantly, that is tricky. And when you look at the comedians that are out there, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Melissa McCarthy, people like that, they are fast in thinking. They pull ideas from all over. They refer to something else fast and they respond. And that's what makes it funny, are these quick, unexpected responses, but their brains are moving at 100 miles an hour. And that's a challenge. I mean, yeah, it takes practice. It's something that um, I would love to do more of.
Yeah, and throughout your career, you've been of a lot of characters, a lot of projects. You have many friends here in Brazil following your work. Did you have a message for fans of Brazil that
Well, it's nice to hear. It's nice to hear that I have all these fans in Brazil. And I would love to meet you all. I have not been to Brazil yet. I have friends that are from Brazil. I've met lots of people from Brazil, and actually, my neighbor over there, right over there, is from Brazil.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so I hope to someday come down and meet you guys. So if any of you have connections with the conventions down there, do you guys have horror conventions in Brazil?
Yes, there's a lot
Yes.
of convention. There's one
Okay.
is so huge convention that is I think is uh I forgot the name, but it's a huge convention. There is in São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, and that convention brings every artist, actors, and I wait you to that convention.
Okay. Well, to my Brazilian friends, get me into these conventions. I'll come down. I would love to see you all and share my experiences with you.
Fedor, thank you so much. It's a huge pleasure to meet you, to share with us your work, and thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was a pleasure talking to you.